Alright, what's going on YouTube? Card Collector 2 coming at you here with another video. This one is going to be PSA results. Like I've mentioned in a lot of my other PSA videos when I've previewed stuff, I've been sending out orders pretty frequently for the last 4 or 5 months. Just because bulk submission is about 45 days, and honestly with PSA getting as much attention as they have been getting, and with getting, they're not stopping grading anytime soon, so seems like orders are taking a little bit longer each time, so just been really trying to stay ahead of it and sending in stuff as much as possible. This was an order from like right when I first opened the shop, or bought the shop, so this would have been like, I think this one was submitted in PSA like the end of June. So definitely took a little bit longer than expected, but just kind of the name of the game. And you'll see throughout this video that I've definitely learned a lot in the couple months I've been open about vintage cards and how they grade. I'm not an expert, and I'm not anywhere near where I need to be on like determining what should be graded, but I was definitely definitely a little ambitious when I sent this order in on what I thought some of this stuff would grade. And I'll be honest, you look at the grade, you look at some of these grades, there's a lot of good grades, but you look at some of the older stuff in here and you'll be like, what? Why did he grade that? Yeah, so just kind of live and learn. Like I said in a lot of videos, honestly, graded stuff sells for me. I move a lot of graded stuff. In shop especially, so I'm not too concerned with it, but honestly with some of the grades, they probably shouldn't have been sent in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it here. They're honestly in no particular order. I believe it's separated by modern and vintage though, so I guess we'll see as we go. First thing is Luau Cinder 70 Tops. I'll be honest, even looking at this card now, I think it's better than a 4. Typically 4 implies it's got a crease from edge to edge or corner to corner, but this card's actually not in that bad of shape. I mean, obviously, it's not in great shape by any stretch of the imagination, but the corners are kind of clean. It's got good color. I mean, I realize it's not centered amazing, but I don't know. I thought this was closer to like a 6, maybe a 5. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I don't have anyone editing my videos, so that sneeze will be in there. But yeah, I thought this was one that was a little bit undergraded, but again, I'm not an expert on vintage, so if you think you have any comments on this, on like why this graded what it is, feel free to drop one down below. I would be curious to see what you thought about this. I don't know if this is considered as rookie. I think it's his second year. I could be off on that. Again, you guys know vintage isn't my forte, so. Moving right along, 55 Tops, Ted, is it Kozlowski? I believe is how it's pronounced. 5's pretty good for this. I'm cool with that. Obviously, the miscut qualifier really kills it. I mean, I guess, honest. See, this is stuff I need to learn. It doesn't really look miscut to me. But I don't think miscut means altered, does it? I mean, it looks a little short. But this isn't a deal when I first opened. That was like a bunch of old stuff. So stuff that I don't think been touched in a while. Another one, I'm definitely not surprised by the grade on this. Again, I don't know why I graded some of this stuff, but honestly, I don't really mind having superstars and PSA holders. That stuff sells. It's easy to move. So won't typically lose money on the price of grading. I mean, typically it'll sell for what it costs to sub this for 45-day turnaround. But I mean, this one definitely looks miscut. You can see that it's the back, you can see it a little bit better, but see how it's all the way up here and not all the way over there. See the space? You can definitely tell it's miscut. I mean, this is definitely not a good looking card. My Man Unitas got some big ol' eyes on that, but still, vintage Hall of Famers I'm cool with. Clemente. 73 Tops 4. I actually got a deal recently in shop that has a bunch of Clementes. It's got 59 or 69, 70, 71, and 72, I think. I'll have to check, but I know there's a couple of them. that I got in shop today, so or the other day. So pretty cool. Again, nothing super crazy. I thought this one might do a little bit better. Staubach. I believe this is Staubach's rookie year. Obviously, this is the main rookie card, but I'm pretty sure this is a rookie year Staubach, so PSA 4. Again, just one I thought would be a little bit better than that. This is probably one of the more high dollar cards in the sub, and I honestly thought this was gonna grade better than a 5. Not by much, but I thought it had a shot to 6. You guys can take a look and feel free to let me know your thoughts. Obviously, not gonna hurt my feelings. But that's I mean, not terrible, but I don't know. I'd be curious to see what some of the experts think. Some of you guys. But Schmidt rookie, PSA 5, so that's pretty cool. I've said this before in some of my other videos, but I'll grade any Mantle. I just think Mantle stuff is just pretty safe. It's Mantle, so I don't. It's kind of like in my Pokemon PSA preview video, I talk about Charizard. It's just I just think there's some cards in the game that are just safe. And Mantle's name is one everybody seems to know, so I'm okay with grading any of those, regardless of what they grade. Honestly, anytime I get them, I just send them in to get graded. This was one I was definitely disappointed by, as far as like, hey, why did you grade this? Because an 8 on this card does not do very well, and you can tell by it. It doesn't have 9 potential. At least I don't think it does. I'm honestly surprised this didn't get like a 7. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. But I mean, that corner right there is a little soft. So, but obviously that's why I'm not paid to grade cards myself. So, another one I was kind of surprised that I was more surprised that this didn't get a qualifier, like OC. It's not in the best shape, and the centering doesn't really help it. But Ozzie Smith rookie as a 5, still Hall of Famer. I actually had a couple of these, but this one was the other one. One of the other ones I have has a bunch of writing on the back. But 64 Topps Berra. So corner on this one's pretty shot. So I'm not really surprised by that grade. A set I really like, and one that's grown on me, is 70 Topps. I think this is a really cool looking set. But again, I'm not sure why I graded this. I'll be honest, looking at it now, I probably thought this was like 8 OC. I'm not sure if a 6 is much worse than an 8 OC, because I know the OC qualifier is going to kill an 8. I mean, it's got pretty clean corners, right? Like, it's certainly not in bad shape. Just like overall condition with like edges and corners, but centering's pretty bad. These are part of a deal I bought on Instagram a long time ago. Just kind of got around to grading them. I got a 57 Topps Don Drysdale. I believe this is a rookie, or maybe it's the Maserati. I don't know. Again, I don't know vintage well enough to tell you guys about this, so anyone, if I'm missing something here, feel free to drop a comment. You guys know I'm easy, so let me know. But PSA 4, that's not bad for a card. That's not great, but these cards are what's that? 62 years old? Is that right? Is my math right on that? No, 64. 19, not 17. What's 57? 60 years would be 17. So 62 years old. Did I do that math right? Probably not. I just embarrassed myself, but I think it's 62. But corner's a little, I mean, it's pretty beat up there. Corners aren't great. It's got decent color. But Maserati 4. Then you've got a Yankee here. 57 Whitey Ford. It's got a 4 as well. Big old crease right there. So that's probably what hurt it. And the corners aren't great, but 57 Whitey Ford. I'll be honest, I don't know much about this dude. I might have graded these because it's a red. It's a Reds guy, maybe. Or maybe this card's good. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty clean. I'm honestly surprised it got a 6. That's probably why I graded it, because it actually looks really clean. I mean, look at the card. You guys tell me if you miss anything, or if you see anything. But this looks pretty good for a 6, right? There's not really a lot wrong with it, I don't think. So I probably thought this was going to grade like an 8. This is pretty clean, I'll be honest. I don't think there's something on the surface I missed. But, if anyone's an expert on that, wants to feel free to drop a comment, that'd be great. I don't know. Bob Neiman, 60 tops, PSA 6. I'm going to assume 8s and higher on older stuff like this are going to get you attention. I doubt 6s and 7s, but, I mean, 6s and 7s are better than, you know, anything less, I guess. 4s, 5s. Ed Bailey got a 4. See, man, this card looks better than a 4. I mean, obviously it's off-centered, I get that, for sure. But, I don't know, that doesn't look that bad. Some of these grades in here, trust me, I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. I don't know why I graded that, but some of them, I'm like, yeah. Like a 6? Really, a 6 on this card? I mean, it's a little soft there, but like, I pulled cards out of packs in modern day stuff that looks worse than this. That'll 9. I don't know. I mean, a little touch in that corner. I obviously got a lot to learn, as you guys can tell. Larry Little. PSA 7. I believe this is his rookie. Again, another one of those ones I thought was cleaner. Oh, that corner is pretty rough. But see, look at that corner, right? Corner's kind of beat up. It almost looks creased. It's not great. And that card got a 7, and this card got a 6. Like, this card looks better than this card to me. I mean, these corners, I get it, aren't, like, amazing, but that one corner down there, this corner right, where is it at? Is it this corner? Hold on. No, this corner. Yeah, this corner right here. I don't know, man, weird. I got a lot to learn. So, still fun to have stuff back in PSA subs. So, I graded a lot of this stuff, and this is what I kind of whiffed on. 1971 tops. I graded a bunch of this stuff, a bunch. But looking at them, you can see how easy it is to tell, like, that there's white on the border. That's what this set is. My understanding is similar to the 71 tops baseball, which is the all black set, where they got the black border. Like with these, with the blue and the red, you can see the color or the white on it. So makes them obviously tougher to grade. I can't assume 6s on these are very good. Allworth 6. There's a 7, but man, see, I feel like some of the 6s look better than the 7s. I mean, look at the edges of this card. And that got a 7, and this got a 6. I mean, that corner's not bad, or isn't great, but like this card got a 6. Here you go, right here. So this got a 6, and this got a 7. Look at the edge on this card. Obviously, I missed this and shouldn't have graded this. I should have graded most of these, but still, I feel like that's a 6 and the other one's a 7. That's just, like, that's, I think, what confuses me the most is, like, it seems to be inconsistent. Soft corner there. So I'll just flip through these pretty quickly, these 71s. Good looking stuff. I think a lot of them got 6s. This is cool. Lanier, 7. It's pretty cool. I don't know what the highest grade I got on 71 was. I know there's a couple Terry Bradshaws coming up. I know those are in here. It looks like we make a slight detour. Billy Ripken. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a pretty iconic card. FF Air. 9. I thought this had a real shot, but honestly, I'm okay with the 9 on a card like this. So that's a card that I can definitely sell. That's a very popular card in shop. These were actually in the deal when I bought the card store. I don't know anything about them, but like, I'm surprised. I'm honestly really surprised these got graded this high. They are creased from edge to edge. So you can see in this one, right here, right there, edge to edge. And this one is real bad. I mean, it's creased edge to edge. So I'm surprised these didn't get like 1. I mean, this one's got paper loss. Creased the whole way. And like, I'm surprised this didn't get a 1. But again, that's why I'm not getting paid the big bucks. Marino rookie, 6. Pretty clean, nothing real off on it, but centering, obviously, not ideal. Still a Hall of Famer. Blonda, is this his rookie? I don't know, but it's a pretty clean copy. Looks pretty good. 6. Bobby Bell, PSA 6. A lot of 71 tops. This is all in a deal I bought early on. Nitschke 5. There's not a ton of 5s, but that was one of them. Aldridge 6 miscut. Again, pretty clean, but you can tell it's off-centered. Greg Landry. I think this is his rookie. Don't know if he sells for anything, but the only reason I know that is he's on the card with the... maybe it's not his rookie. Maybe I was thinking that Stahlback card I had was a rookie leaders card, but I don't think it was. It was, yeah, as a passing leaders. So this probably isn't his rookie. So I'm probably way off on that. I thought for some reason that Stahlback triple I had was a rookie leaders card. It was just a passing leaders. It just happened to be Stahlback's rookie year. Floyd Little 5. Not sure if that's a miscut or why that's yellow there, but again, not sure. Alty Taylor, PSA 6. I mean, these cards these don't look super bad. I thought some of them were going to grade a little bit higher, but then again, I'm like, why on earth would I grade a card with that kind of corner? Why would I send this in? Unless this is his rookie, but I don't think it is. So, I don't know. I'm sure I was thinking something different at the time. A couple 7s, though. I'm sure 7s have got to be decent, right? You know anything about this set and want to shed any insight on this as far as like, hey, this will do well, or hey, these are tough, or anything that I don't know. Because you can tell I obviously don't know a ton about the 71 set. Drop a comment down below. I'm definitely interested in seeing what you guys have to think about what you guys have to say about this card or this set. Like I said, it's not one I know a whole lot about, so any insight I will happily listen to. I'm always looking for different card knowledge or card facts. See, I'm surprised this didn't get an MK or a OC. I mean, it's pretty top left. PSA 6, man. Like some of these corners, I'm like, whew, sheesh. Must have really missed that. I mean, that is a favorable 7, to say the least. That corner looks a tad white. Jackie Smith 5 miscut. Okay. Floyd Little 4. Yeesh. Oh, 4. Oh my goodness. I thought this would be a good idea to send in. Holy cow. This looks as good as the 7 I just showed you guys. So 4 for Little. Paul Krause as a 5. That's just the thing that I need to learn the most about is like vintage grading, because it's hard. I obviously am not consistent enough with it. A bunch of different grades. And then 2 of these bad boys. So these are both rookies. Deal I got early on in the shop. So I knew these weren't going to grade very well. They're not in great shape. I mean, they're off-centered. Corners and edges aren't great, but still. Terry Bradshaw rookies. Can't go wrong with rookies of Hall of Famers, and especially superstars, especially quarterbacks, and especially ones that play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You certainly can't go wrong there. All right, moving on to some more modern stuff. This was probably one of my favorite cards in the entire submission. This dude is a beast. Pascal Siakam, rookie silver. I have a couple of these at PSA now, but good to get this back and slabbed as a PSA 10. Very, very, very happy with that. Was able to get a couple of these slabs. Try to save some time here. A lot of the modern stuff, I probably got 70% 9s. Haven't done the exact math, but 10. A lot of my 10s came early on in this stuff. Some Darnolds. There's 2. This dude looked well the other day. Not sure he'll do well against my Patriots, but we'll see. He's the real deal. 4. Then 1 9 and 2 9. So 2 9s, 4 10s on the Darnold Prisms. Still 9s are better than raw. So Christian Yelich, Topps Update rookie, PSA 9. This card was massive earlier this year, and last year too. Was it last year that this card got really big? This card blew up at one point. I mean, obviously he's been balling lately, but I thought that card last year, maybe it was last year, it blew up. I sent in a couple of these and did not do as well as I would have liked. Got 1 9, 2 9s on the voice. Somehow managed to get a flippin' 8. I mean, I have, where? I must be missing something. So, somehow managed to get an 8, but I did manage to get 110. So, Luke Voigt, 2017 update rookie, PSA 10. I got these in a deal, like, the first week I opened in the shop at $1 a piece, and they were doing, like, 18, 20 bucks raw at the time. I'll be honest, probably should have sold them raw. Just moved them, but I honestly don't know what these do now as 10s, so maybe I'm wrong on that, but I probably should have sold them raw. They came in a deal, and I had no idea what they were until somebody pointed them out. Like, I didn't buy them, like, oh, hey, I know those do $20. Like, I legitimately had no idea what they were worth. And then someone's like, hey, you know those are actually pretty good. And I'm like, no, I did not, but now I do. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at a 199, PSA 9. One of my favorite sets, the field level or courtside in basketball. Got this, like, the round, like, hoop around the edges, but Barkley Silver, PSA 9. Another card I'm actually really a big fan of. I like this card because I talk about this in some of my other videos, but, like, parallels that match the team colors. I think that's really big for cards. So the green border prism with the, green Bucks colors, PSA 10. That's pretty cool. Giannis is a beast. Got a bunch of these early on. I think it was the same deal as the Luke Voigts, I think. Honestly, don't remember. But Shohei Ohtani, I believe this is considered a variation. Update series. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought this was a variation. PSA 10. Again, I don't know much about the baseball stuff, so baseball advantage. If you guys have any comments on this, feel free to drop them down below. But why I'm doing this, I know I have some orders coming back in the next couple weeks, so if you would not mind subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up or a like, or turning on the bell notification, I would greatly appreciate it. I can tell you, I assure you, the next couple weeks I've got some really cool content coming up, so I assure you, you won't want to miss it. But anyways, Austin Meadows update, blue jersey, PSA 10. Obviously, I'm not really sure this one made a huge difference as a 9 or a 10 with the way his prices are currently. But Brown's got an easy schedule last 8 games in the year, so we'll really see how they do those 8 games. But PSA 9, one of my favorites. I talk about this in some of my preview videos, but doesn't hurt to grade superstars that you think are going to grade well. And this Trout variation from Topps got a 10. I think it's a variation. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a base card. I don't know. But PSA 10, Mike Trout, sure. Why not? Darnold Silver, PSA 9. Lots of 9s. PSA 9. PSA getting a little more strict. 9. Another field level silver. Those are tough. Got a 9. Pretty cool one of a guy that doesn't get enough credit. Probably one of the best Browns ever. I mean, the record he set for games started. I mean, what I would assume to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think anybody will tell you differently on this. Joe Thomas doesn't have a ton of cards, honestly. I had an exquisite patch auto of him out of 99. Some other cool cards. This good dude, hell of a football player. Wish I would have 10'd, obviously, but PSA 9 Topps Chrome. And then one I would have loved to 10 just because the difference in price on this from a 9 to a 10 is substantial. But not a bad time to get this one back. Last year's MVP, and even though he's got 2 losses, still probably be in the running for MVP this year. But Prism Rookie Illumination of Patrick Mahomes, PSA 9. So, overall, a pretty cool sub. As always, let me grab a business card. But I subbed all of this stuff with clay cards. Alright, sorry, I didn't have a business card handy. Alright, here you go. If anyone has any interest in subbing with Clay, this is who I use. He's on Instagram. He's also about, he's not too far from me. He's in the state of Ohio, but email, pricing, or Instagram. So hit him up. This is who I do all of my PSA submissions with. So I highly encourage you to check him out if you are debating submitting some stuff. I know some people on here already use him. So check him out, but just wanted to give Clay some props for all the help on this great submission. So like always, guys, that's it for now, but more content coming soon. Peace.